Hello everyone. As you know, the new integration experience is one of the exciting new features with Pia's Platform 16 release. In this video, we'll show you how to configure a custom API integration using this tool. So within the gateway itself, I want to go straight up to New Custom Integration in the top right hand corner. Now for this example, we're going to be using the REST API available for onetimesecret.com. So I'm going to pump in a few details and get this connected. First, I just need to give this a name. So I'm going to go for OTS-API. You can call this anything you like. For the logo, I'm going to select the one-time secret logo. And I also have to select a category that this will reside in. There's a few options available. I think communications channel makes the most sense here. Determining how to connect the API will differ depending on the platform you're connecting to. For one-time secret, we know that we're connecting to a REST API. We know they have a single base URI and they're using username and password for authentication. So back in Pia, I can select the REST API for the protocol, basic authentication with username and password for the authentication, and I'll leave this option as a fixed global base URL. I'm going to pop the details in here. Down below, I have the integration fields that will be automatically generated for me. We've got the username, password, and URL. If I need to, I can also add custom integration values if I need to input a key or client ID. We don't configure these just yet. These are going to be configured in the next step. Finally, I need to give an integration variable prefix for the variables that will be generated for me to use in my custom automations. For this, I'm simply going to go for OTS for one-time secret. And you can see it's automatically generated these three variables which I'll be able to use. We'll see a little bit more of these in our next video. Finally, I have the integration behavior below. Now, this area is important as it delivers several powerful features to this new integration experience. Pia actually acts as an integration proxy when it comes to querying these new APIs. So your script, your custom automation is going to query Pia, and Pia will then query those APIs on your behalf, meaning that the values, the keys, are never exposed. It also means depending on the return, we can handle things like errors, retries, and timeouts, all without your script having to do so, as Pia will only return the values to your script once it has a successful run. Of course, depending on the behavior of the API, these can be disabled individually or entirely if you do want to go directly. Once we're happy with everything here, we just need to hit save and configure, and it will take us to our next screen. Now on the screen, we actually get to configure the configuration for our integration. Now of this, there can be multiple depending on the configuration available, depending on the accounts that you have. So firstly, as with most, we just need to give this configuration a name. Now again, I'm just going to go for OTS, I'm going to go -tm. I also have a postfix value here. I'm going to leave this as 1, but I may want to incrementally increase this as I build more configurations for this specific integration. So if I have multiple one-time secret accounts and I wanted to connect each of them, I might give one postfix 1, the next one will be 2 and 3 and so on. And then finally, I have the integration fields. Now here, I'm going to put in the username and password that my API requires. For my username, it's simply going to be my email address. And for the password, I'm going to pop in my key. And when I'm done, I simply have to hit save. And it has now been saved. Now, if I go to search for OTS within my integrations, I can see the new OTS API that we've configured. I can go into edit to change any of the values that we created previously if I want to change the structure or setup of the integration, or I can go straight into configure to change the individual configuration that I gave this profile as well. In our next session, we'll be looking at actually building a custom automation that will leverage those custom integration values that we used for one-time secret. Be sure to check out the other videos available on the Platform 16 release, and we'll see you next time.